Welcome to Marketing with Confidence. I'm your host, Marianne Amies. We're going to be talking all things digital and online marketing for business owners and marketing professionals. If you've been feeling overwhelmed by your digital marketing, be sure to listen along and you'll hear tips, interviews and more that will give you the confidence to create marketing you love. Welcome back to another episode of Marketing with Confidence. I'm so excited to be here today to talk to you about ChatGPT-4. So obviously in the last 12 to 18 months, there's been so much conversation around AI and there's been so much innovation in AI. And ChatGPT, I think, kind of broke the market in accessible AI last year or even a little bit in the year before. And we sort of had a surge of wanting to learn about ChatGPT and seeing what it can do. And I think, if you're anything like me, you've begun to experiment with little tasks for ChatGPT. And we certainly hear more people saying now, just use, ChatGPT to write that letter or use ChatGPT to get some, research done. And we start to hear it more and more. In the last couple of weeks, ChatGPT-4 launched. And I think, the best way for me to deliver today to you an update on what that means, especially for small business owners, I thought was to have a bit of another interview with ChatGPT, which I did on my podcast quite some time ago. So I asked ChatGPT to really take me through the benefits of ChatGPT-4 for small business owners like you and me when it comes to marketing. So I'm going to go through sort of asking the questions and coming back to you with the answers. And I hope that by the end of it, you'll find some really useful insights for your business. I'll also throw in my own thoughts and examples as we go along. So kicking off, I asked first, for those who might not be familiar, can you explain what ChatGPT-4 is? ChatGPT-4 is an advanced AI language model developed by OpenAI. So it's designed to understand and generate human-like text based on the input it receives. It's incredibly versatile and can be used for a wide range of applications for answering questions to creating content. And what sets it apart from earlier versions is it's able to now generate more coherent and contextually relevant responses. So what that means for us, I guess, is that ChatGPT is getting more conversational and it's able to, I guess, from the inputs it's been receiving, understand more about what we want and the context we're giving it to make sure the answers that we get and the support we get are more useful. So then I asked, why should small business owners be excited about ChatGPT-4? And basically the answer I got back was, small business owners often have limited resources. And with ChatGPT-4, there's an ability to automate and enhance some marketing tasks. So this means more efficient operations, cost savings, and the ability to compete with larger companies. For example, a small bakery in your neighborhood could use ChatGPT-4 to manage their social media, write blog posts, and post about new recipes, and even respond to customer inquiries in time. That's interesting. And I guess, somebody in my position that is in marketing, is in digital marketing, thinks that there is still a risk of using tools like ChatGPT and AI tools to create all our content, because even though the contextualization is getting stronger, there is still nothing like that first-hand input or that voice of your business. So from my point of view, if you were a small bakery and you're going to use ChatGPT-4 to help with your social media, your blog posts and your recipes, what I would probably be doing is using it for the ideation. So I'd be saying, give me 10 topic ideas for a small bakery in a local neighborhood. And then I'd look at those topic ideas. I'd filter out what that doesn't make sense for my business, and then I'd interpret the ones that did into my business's unique voice. So I might be known for my great sense of humor, or I might be known for my grumpiness, or I might be known for always being in a rush. So I want that voice of my small local business to be in my social media. And I think that's where you need to insert that human touch to make sure you don't become generic. I think as small businesses, our personalities, our values, our purpose, that is also part of our attraction strategy. So you definitely want to make sure if you are using AI generated content that you're giving it that love and warmth that only you and your business can deliver. So I asked then about how can ChatGPT-4 enhance customer interaction? As we know, customer service, customer interaction is increasingly important. We know we've got lots of different platforms where clients and customers reach out to us, and it can often be hard as a small business owner to keep up across all those platforms. So in terms of the response here, I think what we can see is that one of the biggest benefits is personalized customer engagement. So ChatGPT-4 can handle those inquiries via chatbots on your website or your social media platforms, providing quick and accurate responses. It goes on. For example, a local boutique could use it to answer common questions about product availability, store hours, or return policies. This not only improves the customer experience, but also frees up time for the business owner to take on other tasks. So I think this is a great area to look at developing for your small business. As I said, we are all overwhelmed with the inquiry that we get across all channels. And you certainly, again, don't want to leave it all to the chatbots. I think you want to keep an eye on those inquiries you're getting in and what the chatbot is perhaps answering on your behalf. Because if someone starts to seem really warm, say, for example, you're a bridal boutique. Sure, if someone's asking about opening hours, great question for ChatGPT to answer for you. If someone's asking about where your showroom is located or the best place to park, or how long it might take for, a custom dress to be made, there's some great quick wins for you. But I think the second you see somebody inquiring about, do you import silk or do you hand bead? Or, I've got a wedding in 2 years' time. Is it too early to start talking to you? When you start seeing those conversations where, again, your personality, your values, your unique touch is going to be what closes that sale, that is where I would then be looking to interject. So, in a conversation, the chatbot may start that conversation off, but I think you need to keep an eye on that to know when that lead is something that you want to put the human touch on to follow up. So I would be, engaging someone to develop some chatbots for me, but still looking at those messages that come in. I think the worst thing you could do is set up a chatbot and then walk away from any of those one-to-one communications, because I do think, again, today, with how social media is so integrated with people's lives and websites too, there's a lot of magic that happens in those conversations, and you certainly wouldn't want them to be left to routine pre-programmed answers. So then we talked about driving sales, and I asked, what does ChatGPT-4 think it can do for content creation and management? The response I got that it excels at generating marketing content. It can write blogs, social media updates, and newsletters that resonate with your audience. So, for example, a small fitness studio could use ChatGPT-4 to create engaging content about workout tips, nutrition advice, success stories from clients. This keeps their audience engaged and positions the studio as a thought leader in the fitness community. Again, I think that there's a space for this, but I get worried about that brand voice and that authenticity. And it's funny. ChatGPT goes on to say that it can be trained to understand your brand's tone and style. You can provide examples of past content, and AI will mimic that voice, so ensuring consistency across your marketing channels. I definitely can see from my own use with ChatGPT-4 that it can start to understand, the sort of euphemisms you use, the sort of rhythm with which you write, and it can mimic that. But again, I don't think that it can mimic you and then output variety that sounds like you. I think there's an ability to mimic you and create content at scale that sounds very same of that brand tone, but I don't think it has the ability yet, certainly, to flex that tone across different contexts, flex that tone against, something that is more humorous or something that is more serious, or, exciting or personal. So I think, again, what you're going to lose if you put all your eggs into generative content at scale, you're really going to lose that human personal touch. I think great, again, for when it comes to newsletters, even just saying, I am a fitness studio. We specialize in clinical Pilates. It is winter in Australia. What are some topics I could write about in a newsletter? Or, what are 3 great recipes or 3 great exercises, although I'm pretty sure you'd know them anyway. But, I do think that ideation, that starting point, again, is probably the best use. And then also SEO optimization, being able to sort of say, I've written this blog and I'm looking for it to target people in my local area, insert the suburb, that have lower back pain that can be, not can be reduced or managed or improved by clinical Pilates. What keywords should I add in, or can you add some optimization suggestions? I think using that expertise where you may not know and it may be difficult for you to get those learnings yourself, I think that's a great area to explore. So the next question I had was, can ChatGPT help me analyze trends? And the answer I got back was absolutely. ChatGPT-4 can analyze social media trends and provide insights into what content is resonating with your audience, allowing you to tailor your strategy based on data-driven insights, which can lead to better engagement and more followers. I think this is a fantastic opportunity. I know that most business owners want to understand what works and what doesn't. They want to have the most effective strategy because we don't want to just create lots of social media and none of it do anything. And often outsourcing can be not within our reach. So we want to work smarter, not harder, that classic cliche of an adage. And I think being able to upload content, so sort of exporting your content in terms of the captions, importing it to ChatGPT with those engagement metrics against it, and allowing it to summarize back to you what your audience resonates and what it doesn't resonate with, can help you create social media going forward that's, more beneficial and gets more traction. So again, you could download that data, ask it to analyze it, and then ask it to suggest more content ideas around your best performing content for you then to flesh out and work with. Then I asked about email marketing campaigns and what sort of areas we can, lean on ChatGPT for when it comes to that. Obviously, ChatGPT recognizes that email marketing is still one of the most effective ways to reach customers, and it can help you craft compelling subject lines and personal email content. It gets the example of a small online retailer who could use it to send personalized product recommendations and promotional offers to different customer segments. Additionally, it can help in setting up and analyzing A/B tests to optimize your emails for better open and click-through rates. So let's start out with those subject lines. I think this is fantastic. I write a lot of email content and a lot of email subject lines for some of my strategic consulting clients. So I probably write the subjects of, let me just do the quick math, maybe 30 to 40 emails a month. So you can understand when you're writing that volume of email subject lines, you can kind of get a little bit same. So something like ChatGPT, where you can put in there a subject line that you're thinking of, or a subject line that historically had a great open rate, and ask it to generate you 20 alternatives, is going to give you that bank of ideas. And now I do this sometimes and I read a lot and I'm like, oh no, that's not on brand. Oh, that's really corny. That's not for my client. But it's just those idea starters where then you're like, oh, that I can work with that. I can edit that. I can make that work for us. And that's what you're looking for, that shortcut of ideation and brainstorming. The segmentation, obviously, this is a little bit more of an advanced theory or an advanced use of email marketing. But segmentation, which I've talked about before, is where we don't send the same email to everybody. So we look at our emails and we might go, if we're a fashion brand, we might say, well, who always buys dresses over pants? Let's send that segment an offer on dresses, and let's send the pants lovers an offer on pants. So ChatGPT can help look at your data and analyze what segments exist, and then help you to create personalized campaigns to meet those different segment needs and to maximize that. So then I asked about measuring success. As you know, I'm a lover of analytics and I'm a lover of insights. So finally, I asked, how do small businesses measure the success of their efforts with ChatGPT-4? And I guess the feedback I got here was around measuring success is crucial to understanding what's working and what's not. Couldn't agree with you more, ChatGPT. And ChatGPT-4 can help provide the tools for tracking the performance of your marketing campaigns. It can generate reports that break down key metrics like engagement rate, conversion rate, and ROI. For example, a small e-commerce store could use these insights to see which marketing channels are driving the most sales and adjust their strategy of where they're investing accordingly. Continual improvement is key, and ChatGPT-4 can help by offering insights that enable you to refine and improve your marketing efforts over time. This is about uploading data into ChatGPT-4. And obviously, when you're doing that, making sure it's not brand identifiable. ChatGPT-4 or ChatGPT in general does learn from the data that's uploaded. So you want to make sure you're not uploading anything too sensitive. But, exporting from Facebook, exporting from Shopify, exporting from your email marketing, and importing in ChatGPT-4 and asking for, insights, analysis, improvements is going to mean you use what you're doing and leverage this tool to drive stronger success. So after all of this, I asked if there were any final tips or advice for people like you and me that are looking to dive into ChatGPT-4. The advice given was to start small and gradually integrate into your marketing efforts. Experiment with different features and see what works best for you. Don't be afraid to leverage the wealth of resources available to help you learn and make the most of this powerful tool. I couldn't agree more. I think the risk that we all run is we hear about these tools, we have people sort of talking about what they're doing, and there's that urge to do it all. And often when we try to do it all, we do nothing or we don't do anything particularly well. My advice would be to think about something you heard in this podcast today and try it out. So, whether that is ideation for social posts or whether it is a chatbot or an analysis of your data, email marketing subject lines, start somewhere and make it part of your routine of what you're doing, and then see if it's saving you time or if the complexity is too much for you. If it's saving you time, then look at something else you can test and see how that's going. ChatGPT-4 and AI have a wealth of benefits for business owners like you and me, and it's about finding the time to see what's right for us. So I hope this breakdown's been really useful for you. I'd love to hear your feedback of what you try and the results that you get with it. So jump on Instagram and let's talk about it there. Otherwise, I look really forward to talking to you again soon. Hey, thanks for listening to another episode. If you don't want to miss one, make sure you subscribe to the show in your podcast app. And if you love it, be sure to share it with friends and colleagues who you think could benefit from increasing their digital marketing confidence. Want more? Head to marianneamies.com to find out how you can work with me directly, to reach out to have me speak at your event, or to grab yourself some free resources.